Hi, Tacoma. Thanks for joining me for the first Poem Friday Flash Poetry Workshop. Welcome to my front porch where I was able to hear someone practicing scales on a flute. I don't know if you can see this because of the reflection on my front door, but my German Shepherd is sitting over my shoulder right now, ready to bark her face off. I hope that you're all staying safe, whether you're inside or able to be outside at all. This first workshop is going to focus on metaphor. I feel like metaphor is always a really good place to start and always a good place to aspire to in poetry. Not only is it one of the pillars of poetry, but it can be so many different things. Metaphor can be incredibly playful. It can be also ruthlessly efficient in communicating. Metaphor is made up of two parts, tenor and vehicle. Tenor is the original subject. It's what you really want to talk about. And the vehicle is the object you're comparing it to. So for example, my mom is a songbird. The tenor, the original subject, is your mother. The vehicle is the songbird. Not everyone is familiar with your mother, but we're all familiar with birds and kind of the sounds that they make, the way they move, the way they look maybe. We all have some inkling of what it means when we say songbird. But I expect this poem to be about your mother. Maybe your mother is very petite. Maybe your mother is elusive. Maybe your mother has a beautiful singing voice. Maybe your mother wakes you up every morning and is way too cheerful and it's very annoying. I don't know. But saying my mother is a songbird, we can see clearly there the tenor and the vehicle of the poem. One of my favorite poems that plays with metaphor so unabashedly and so directly is called An Introduction to the Limits of Metaphor. It's a love poem by Janine Hall Gailey. And so I want to invite Janine to read that poem. Janine was the second poet laureate of Redmond, Washington. So she's local to us here in Washington State. So Janine, let's hear that poem.
Hi, Abby. I'm Janine Hall Gately, and I'm reading from my book, A Field Guide to the End of the World. I'm reading the poem, Introductions to the Limits of Metaphor, a love poem. I am snowing inside. I am a house with a rickety, dodgy roof. I am a boat that is capsizing. I am the waves cold on your feet. You are the moon. You are what I reach for. I am the cranberry in your tart. You are the splinter in the wooden spoon. You have a face like a coin. I am the fingertip on the window. You are rain. You are storm surge. You have devastated. You are the peel of the apple. I am the blackberry juice on your lips. You are the peacock screech. I am somnolent night doves. You are traffic jams. I am a desert road. I have a wool sweater on my heart. You wear socks on your voice box. I am red lipstick. You are the pair of shoes that goes with nothing in the closet. You are an untidy and scorched omelet. I am a fallen souffle. I am season 1 of Lost. You are season 9 of The X-Files. I am missing organs. I am the fallen starlet. You are the boy born without a face. We are a pile of fur and feathers, leather and oil stain. Civet cat and cigarette, perfume, wine glass, and poorly knit rug. I am cesium. I am a radon daughter. You are the phosphorus glow. You are the sodium flame. We are teenagers in the rain, speeding cars, tumbles in the corn. We are empty bottles in morning light with labels torn off. We are wingless fireflies. We are outlying data on the graph that goes off the charts. I am snowing. I am out of your reach. I am a seascape on your wall. I am a boat gone missing on your horizon.
Thanks, Janine. I love that. I am a fallen souffle. Souffles are so delicate, they're so finicky, they're so hard to get right. I can see how I would feel like a fallen souffle some days. What your prompt is this week for Poem Friday is actually going to be playing with metaphor dice. Pick these up from Taylor Molly. I encourage you to get a set if you feel like this prompt was enjoyable. If you had a fun time working with this prompt, you can find these online, and I highly recommend it. I think they're hilarious. They come with 12 dice, and you get them into a set of blue, white, and red. One of them has a concept on it. The white ones have adjectives. The blue ones have a noun on it. And you roll them and see what you end up getting. Hopefully you come up with a metaphor that stirs something in your memory or stirs something, lights a fire in your imagination. And that's where you start writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to roll a couple of times and give you a couple of prompts to choose from. All right. The first metaphor you have to work with is my teacher is an impossible quiz. That's the truth. I'm a teacher. The next metaphor is my heart is a small town midwife. How is your heart like a small town midwife? Versus a big city midwife, I guess. Next metaphor you have to work with. My father is a bright superhero. And the last metaphor you have to work with. I'm thinking of poetry right now. My passion is a sad curse. So what I want you to do is take one of those metaphors that I just gave you, and I want you to start writing. When you finish a draft of this poem, go ahead and send it to me at gritcitypoetlaureate@gmail.com. I want to see what you came up with. I'll share what I came up with for mine when I rolled metaphor dice the first time I got the future is a desperate midwife. So I'll share that with you, and it'll be just like we're in our regular community workshops. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you next Friday. There's these beautiful little white puffy clouds crawling across the sky, and someone was dropping a box of what sounds like screwdrivers over and over.